After a fiery spring and a relatively quiet summer, Representative Karen Bass and Rick Caruso will soon enter the final stretch of the Los Angeles mayor's race, a months-long, all-out sprint to November. The same players are still on stage, with roughly the same messaging they've had since before the primary. But the national context and political atmosphere in the city have both shifted since the spring, to Bass' benefit. For the first time in more than a century, the mayoral race will be held in an even year, synced up with national and state elections. Against a hyper-partisan backdrop of midterm elections and dwindling national reproductive rights, Caruso's Republican past has become a difficult-to-obscure liability in this deep blue city. With fewer than 75 days until the November election, polls now show the sixth-term congresswoman with a double-digit lead over the real estate developer in a head-to-head matchup. A Times/UC Berkeley Institute of Governmental Studies survey released Friday puts Bass 12 points ahead of Caruso, and a separate poll released by an outside group supporting Bass found her with a similar advantage. Caruso campaign officials said their internal polling looks markedly different, but declined to provide details. It's a plum position for Bass to be in as the race to lead America's second-largest city accelerates into its final stretch, though experts say Caruso could still carve a comeback path to victory. But the climb would be steep and the political terrain has grown increasingly unfriendly to his cause. The question now is what that path might look like, and whether the chemistry of the race will change before November. The mayor's race is technically nonpartisan, but pundits on both sides agree that a more partisan race framed around national issues is a boon for Bass. The U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, which came 2 weeks after the June primary, has kept abortion at the white-hot center of the national discourse. With divisions escalating across the country and an abortion rights proposition atop the California ballot, it's hard to imagine the issue receding from view. Caruso has been outspoken about his support for abortion rights on the campaign trail, but focus on Roe has kept an uncomfortable spotlight on his history of donations to anti-abortion conservatives and the fact that he was a Republican for much of his life. In the months before the primary, the political atmosphere appeared more favorable to Caruso, according to Angie Marie Hancock Alfaro, chair of USC's Department of Political Science and International Relations. She cited concerns around homelessness and crime, and a sense that voters distrusted the ability of current officeholders to solve some of the city's problems.